watching a CBG TV content provider broadcast.
You're gonna get so high because we're pot smoking. I said we're getting high because we're pot smoking. We're gonna get so high because we're pot smoking. That's right, we're getting high because we're pot smoking. Good morning, sunshine. How you feeling?
You're watching a CBG TV content provider broadcast.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or CBGTV.com. The medical and health information shared does not constitute a physician-patient relationship. It is provided for general informational and educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional care.
You're in charge, and I love it. It was amazing. Good morning. What's up, baby girl? You all right?
Good morning. Good morning.
My daughter just walked in, and she was just checking, saying good morning.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. I need to turn you up a little bit. I don't know if everybody can hear you. There you go. How are you? We have our friend Carrie. She's going to be joining us just a few moments.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, we just met yesterday or the day before, and she's got a lot of knowledge, and I'm excited to talk with her. She makes her own gummies and CBD. We were chatting a little bit this morning. Nice. And there's a lot to talk about with her. I'm very excited. So how are you? How was your night last night? I see you were very busy. DoktorHigh is now officially in charge of the whole video part of it. So nice. Oh, it's like
I wasn't so busy last night, but I've been busy this morning.
Good morning, everybody over there. Good
morning, Garrett. Tim, how are you? Oh, Mrs. Hippie. Good morning, Mrs. Hippie.
Oh, good.
Facebook user. Good morning, Kelly. How you doing? Tom, how's everybody today?
Oh, good.
Hope you're having an awesome day. It's Wicked Weed Wednesday.
We call it Whip 'em Out Wednesday over on Discord.
Yeah. I heard the conversation this morning. That was a little bit raw.
We had a great conversation today, no?
Well, it was interesting. Some of it was a little bit disgusting, but
did you happen to look into your area and see if you have a hot pocket in your town?
No.
All right.
No. Some things I don't need to know. There's some things in life I just don't need to know. And some of those activities I don't need to know.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It was pretty gross. We lost Carrie. Oh, there she is. Okay.
There we go.
All right, she's back. There she is. All right.
Nice.
Whew. All right. Well, I last night, what did I do? Oh, I worked until very late, until about 10, and then I social media'd until about 11, I guess. I strolled out into the other room and went to sleep.
There we go.
Woke up and here I am again. Yes, but the days are numbered. We have a lot of new DJs coming around. Last night we had radio going until almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
All night, full with real people. No more of these
filled with real people. No more puppets?
No more. No puppets. Puppets are allowed. DJ Baldylocks has a puppet. Doesn't look anything like him though.
That's funny.
For a cranky old man. But
old man. Wait, you hit the hippie?
No, Slim.
Oh, Slim.
Yeah, he's a cranky old man. He's always yelling. He's younger than me, but he's always yelling. He needs to take some CBD.
He's like the old man from Crank Yankers, eh?
Well, he has a puppet that's an old man too, so it works out. So he can take his attitude out on the puppet. He'd be like, and it sounds like him. You know? If you think
good stuff.
Yeah, so I really didn't do very much last night. It was, there was no birthday celebrations here. There was nothing like that. We were just kind of chill.
Nice.
So yeah, after I got done working all evening, I finally strolled out, went to bed, woke up this morning in a pretty good mood, had a great day. We were backstage was filled. It did get a little raunchy this morning, but we gotta start having a little more conversation with my friends back there. They're all sitting there, and I don't want them to not be involved. So we're
Maybe
gonna
that
have
conversation should be after midnight.
Yeah, that one probably should have not been a breakfast conversation. No, I agree. It wasn't our brightest move, but
Well.
you know what? Kyle's birthday in one day. Woo
Oh,
woo!
how you doing, Kyle?
Yeah,
Got a birthday coming.
I will talk to upper management about that, and we will discuss that later. Maybe he didn't take his meds early enough this morning, and they didn't kick in time. But it was a good. I mean, you got to pay attention. I'm not going to tell you what happened. You want to know? You're here. I see you all here.
You gotta be there. You gotta be there to see it.
WTHC on Live 365 and tune in. All right.
You guys need to stay tuned today because we have a pretty cool Zen moment coming up in a while.
Yeah.
We're going to see Zen complete a 1 gram dab challenge. And boy, the man is a machine. Dab king.
My goodness. Vern, how are you? Facebook users.
How you doing, Vern?
I opened up that group again, and I mean the group's always been open, but I put it in here. You're gonna have to identify yourself somehow if you're in WTHC Radio Army Room watching, because I think that's the one that we can't see who you are. So I see a cake there. Happy birthday.
Whose birthday is it?
Yes, me. It says Facebook user me.
And no, Garrett, I'm not fluent in French.
All right.
Not at all. My kids and my wife are, but I'm not even close.
All right. Let's bring our friend Kerry up so we can talk about her. Let me put the banner up before I forget.
Okay.
We'll do the whole show, and then I won't have her banner up. It's Kerry's Kitchen, or you can find her at whatthehellart.com.
Whatthehellart.com.
Yeah, whatthehellart.com. And here she is. Everybody put your hands together. A big round of applause for our friend Kerry. Hi, Kerry.
Hey, Kerry, how are you?
Thank you, guys. How are you guys doing?
It's
doing great. Thanks. You?
I'm doing well. I'm honored to be here. I'm flabbergasted. This is like my first interview.
Well, we're pleased to have you. Absolutely. Especially we're always here to promote people in the cannabis space that are finding relief with this plant and helping others. And I mean, so from what the hippies told me, you sound like a perfect guest.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. We were getting to know each other in the back, and then it was time for the show. But I'm gonna let her tell us all about. You can ask questions, Dr. High, because you got the question.
Well, you got a little bit of insight, so why don't you get it going, and then I'll formulate my questions throughout the conversation.
I really don't have very much. I mean, I know that she makes her own gummies, and I know that she showed me big jars of CBD and stuff. And I had other friends who were talking to her when I was busy with you doing the show the other day. Okay. When I came back, they all attacked me. She wasn't there, and they were like, "Yo, you need to get Kerry on the show." Kerry she knows her shit. And I was
Morning, Chris.
I said, I'm happy to have Kerry on the show if she knows her shit. So
thank you.
Kerry, why don't you start us off?
Okay. My name.
No, well, let's. I'll try to pretend like I'm asking questions. When did you start? All right. Your name is Kerry. Go ahead. You go. You're probably better at this than I am.
All right. I'll give it a little intro. Like this is an AA meeting, but it's a THC meeting. Okay.
Right.
Hi, my name is Kerry. I'm originally from Oklahoma. I live in Sarasota, Florida. I am a legal and permitted CBD and hemp edible producer. I have a commercial kitchen that I work out of. I do cannabis events, different kinds, and I'm also a mixed media artist. So when the pandemic happened and we all got locked in the house, and I started making my own medicine. I live with severe rheumatoid. I have severe neuropathy, fibromyalgia, COPD. I have 4 herniated discs in my neck and a 2 millimeter syrinx, which is spinal fluid
Okay.
in my neck, which no doctor will adjust because the rupture of that fluid could be, you know what I mean? And then my SI joint. So pain, I know. And I take 0 opiates. I've been clean off of methamphetamines for going on 22 years. Cinco de Mayo.
And how long have you been involved with cannabis? How long has cannabis been a part of your life?
Since I was probably 12 years old.
Okay, so you started young, just recreational user, enjoying it the way it was, and then at some point you found that you had a medicinal need as well.
It controls my anxiety a lot better, grounds me. You know, I can smoke all day and I'm not too elevated. Very rarely do I put out a cannabis stick.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, start another one, you know, but it's about pain management. So I started making I started with a CBD salve. My grandson is allergic to everything. Okay. And he had this stuff that looks like psoriasis on his feet. He couldn't wear socks. He couldn't wear shoes, you know? So I made an all organic CBD salve. That's how it started, you know? And
it worked perfectly.
You started off with manufacturing product for your grandson.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I want to
know for yourself.
Well, it's myself as well.
Okay.
I started with tinctures with me.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Tinctures and making my gummies, learning Vecco. If you don't know the Florida cannabis chef, Chef Wayne, let me tell you, 3 years ago, I started with his YouTube videos. Last Saturday, I was at the Red Eye event in Claremont, and Chef Wayne was my neighbor.
Right.
I fangirled so good. It's like meeting Gordon Ramsay of the other.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, I got an autographed
So
T-shirt.
you said Red Eye event. Was that Red Eye Glass that sponsored that?
It's the Red Eye 420. It's a Red Eye Tribe 420.
Okay.
He's a DJ.
Oh,
And his name's Jeff. He's out of Claremont area. They have a whole DJ and they have all these different little shows that goes on over there, all cannabis run. There was at least 20 plus vendors there at that event. Great music, great atmosphere. Scotty Gans was with me. Scotty G. He opened up. He's helped open up 21 True Leaves here in Florida.
Okay.
So, you know, it's amazing. AYR dispensary was there. That was one of the sponsors. It was amazing. Meet so many cultivators. I like mingling.
Well, and you know, it's an important place to start is with the cultivators, right? Because plant medicine begins with the cultivator, right? Their practices and how they perform and what they do, and then how they treat their product after harvest, and then it transitions to you. Do you actually do the extraction yourself, or do you mostly work from concentrates?
No, I do take flour and make my own tinctures. I decarb it. I own a Magic Butter and a Levo.
Okay.
I did learn how to do it the old-fashioned way. Don't think I didn't start with an old crock pot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't gatekeep my knowledge. I like to teach people. The older generation is so intimidated with cannabis that they really think it's like tripping on acid still.
Okay.
And we're still trying to educate them and to teach them. These people are from the 1920s. They're from the recession. They know how to make butter. They know how to make all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Okay. So teach them how to decarb their own cannabis and make their own. Okay?
Very simple process, really, that a lot of people are mystified by. You know,
they think too much into it. Once I figured out how to do this, my old man, when he would come home, is terrified to eat anything in the house: salt, pepper, sugar.
Confused.
He's like, I gotta work.
We were talking about the Red Eye Tribe a little bit earlier. So our producer Garrett has thrown into the chat here. It said Red Eye Tribe 420 seems to refer to a community or group associated with cannabis culture, specifically the focus on passion, knowledge, and inclusivity. Red Eye Tribe has a website that encompasses various aspects of cannabis culture, including clothing, music, a blog, and more. Community appears centered around a welcoming and inclusive approach to cannabis enthusiasts. So that pretty much sums it up then, I would imagine, right? For them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Nice,
hit that
nice.
on. Now, my next event I have will be, it's not a cannabis event. I'll be here in Sarasota at the Golden Host Resort. We're raising, it's a fundraiser for the fire in Maui. So I like to do a lot of fundraiser work and donate a lot of my art and my time to try to help different causes.
Yes, you're also a painter, and what other types of
Well,
art?
mixed media artist, so you work in different media, correct? With paint or with
Yep, with the mixed media, I like to do different things. It depends on what my body allows me to do and what I'm being creative with that day.
what inspires you at that particular moment, basically, as most artists are inspired and work from there, huh?
Wanderlust is a big inspiration to me.
He doesn't know Wonderlust, but Wonderlust is another friend of ours from in the back in Discord, and she's a sweetie. Is she there yet?
And she's on her way to California. She will not be here to Florida
she's
until
coming to
November.
you next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Wander will be here in Florida November 4th and 5th with me at the Florida Cannabis Festival in Mount Dora, which is one of the largest cannabis festivals in the state of Florida. It'll be held at the Twin Rhiners. I can't remember the highway right now. It slips my mind. And
everybody, here's one of the negative consequences of cannabis use. Once again, we bring that to you when somebody forgets.
Yeah.
It's always a warning we throw in, Carrie, when somebody forgets in the middle of the train of thought. It always precludes a warning of the side effects of cannabis.
Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Can anybody hear me?
What's up, Hippie?
Hey.
Oh, hi, I'm here. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm the Hippie. That's DoktorHigh. This is Terry. Kyle is also having that issue over there. He forgot that he's told us every day this week. Sorry, Kyle. I love you.
I can't wait to see this 1 gram dab. Okay, so my son-in-law likes to challenge me to things like that. Okay. I've honestly cracked a rib doing a 1 gram dab.
Oh, I can believe the coughing. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, you cracked the freaking rib?
Yeah, I can believe it.
I take steroids every day for my RA. So now you see why it's more important to keep making my mock cocktail. And now it's a cannadelic cocktail. Okay. Do you see what I mean? So now it's about mixing in a little hillbilly strand with a little bit of this to try, because this is easing the pain. That's what people don't, the psilocybin.
Oh, Zen he's cracked the rib coughing as well. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not, man, it happens. It happens. But let me tell you
hold on, Carrie.
Hold on, let's stop now. Oh, let's remove it from the screen. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm just getting prepared because we're approaching 420 somewhere. And we'll need to run our commercial and have our 420 song coming up shortly.
Get your stuff together, Carrie, if you need to, because it's time to smoke.
Yeah.
I got to find our 420 song today.
All right. Well, let's run those commercials while you get your 420 song.
You don't have enough time for the commercials, bro.
Yeah, this is only 2.5 minutes now.
Oh, okay. Well, it's already less than 2 minutes.
Well, I can light up the rest of mine.
Like to know more about this incredible plant? Dive into DoktorHigh.com. Unlock medical wonders, master home-based crafts, and debunk myths. Do you support our mission? Shop Dr. High AI Haze on Etsy for cannabis-themed clothing, mugs, and digital downloads using original AI cannabis art. Hell, we might even have some psychedelic mushroom items there too. We also have 25 books on cannabis and specific medical conditions available at Dr. High on Amazon.com. DrHigh.com, cannabis information, education, and advocacy.
Announcing CBG TV's Bud Break Book. Get your copy, as it's on sale now. Get detailed strain reviews and more. Every purchase supports the ongoing efforts of CBG TV. Available from cbgtv.com, Amazon, or scan the QR code.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink. Even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to ownyourwater.org to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get an extra filter free. Change your water and change your life. Ownyourwater.org.
Discover the natural path to wellness at Tailored Herbs and Concentrates.
Herbs
With a passion for holistic health,
That is
we are your
beautiful.
trusted source for premium herbs and concentrates.
Wait a minute, do they have weed?
Our dedicated team is here to guide you on your wellness journey. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 10, ensuring you have access to what you need when you need
Concentrates?
it most. Tailored Herbs and Concentrates is located
They're
at
pot.
2941 Highway 11, Burnt Church, New Brunswick, Canada. If you need assistance anytime,
I need assistance. I need weed.
just call 506-871-4299. Tailored Herbs and Concentrates.
Where all the potheads go.
Gucci Green, the enlightened ones on WTHC.
Said what you need. I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need. I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. I'm rolling deep, got Nikes on my feet. All these hundreds in my pockets make my body go weak. What you need, hit me up, I can make your life complete. Just dial my number, leave a fucking message at the beat. This is heat, and you know it. Take a peach, and we golden. We going to uncharted territories that they ain't showing. But I'ma do it different. Me and my team on a mission. Throwing shots back, come visit the clinic. Doctor, please fill my prescription. Give them what they want, even if they didn't ask for it. Feeling like a Don, smoking Cuban with no passport. Luxuries, exotic, I got it. Fuck with me, bitch, please. Don't want no problem, cause you know I'm psychotic. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. It's something I could never envision. Just push your limits, you'll get it. I promise you'll get it. I started from the bottom, smoking roach after roach. It ain't no problem, more fire than lava. I'm the king of the jungle. My name Mufasa, lion roaring like a monster. This the appetizer, you my main course, and that's not surprising. How can you tell me that this ain't fuego? They know, that's why they be screaming out my name. Oh, hey yo, this that shit. Grab a 40 and a split, light it up, let's get trippy up in this bitch. No, I'm not one for quitting, I'm too legit. That's why I said he be making hits. Coincidence? Not likely, but what's the difference? Nothing, bitch. So I'ma ask you one more time, what you need? Ready for anything, don't fuck with my company. R.I.P. to this beat, Gucci green, the best thing you ever seen. Waking up at the crack of dawn for a G, you a fiend. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho. Said what you need? I got that Gucci green. You say you need a bag, just know it ain't cheap, ho.
WTHC, that's the enlightened ones with Gucci Green. That's a good friend of ours, Donovan, and his great group of guys over there. I love them. I like that song. What's going on? All right, let's get down to it. It's time to get down to it, Carrie.
Hit
Tell
me.
us more. Tell us more. No, tell us more.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
I might have some questions. Dr. High, you got questions? I'm just interested in listening.
well, when I started, you know, it was like the backyard kitchen and the crock pots and everything. And then I started getting couch locked on 2 gummies. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. I was couch locked for a couple of days. So I had to invest in a T-check. So then that way I can start testing my cannabis.
Right.
And then, and I bought all the fancy stuff to test all of it before, which is all great and dandy, but it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what the number is before the infusion.
That's right.
It's only relevant what the number is after the infusion.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the only part that's relevant.
Yeah, you rarely get a full extraction of 100% of the available cannabinoids.
Yeah.
It's really rare that you're able to take, let's say, a cannabis at 25% and get that 25% back, no matter what you use. I mean, if you go to CO2 extraction, you can get pretty close. Ethanol gets pretty close. You know, hydrocarbon, butane and propane gets pretty close. But most other methods, you know, rosins and hash and things like that don't bring you back the right kind of numbers. You know,
Right.
So for edibles, I mean, distillate is probably a pretty good way to go, when you're making your edibles.
When I do my CBD, I do buy distillate. I have a nice big jar of it. I get it from Dinex out of Colorado because they're very well respected. They make sure I have all my lab work. They make sure I have everything. You know, I have all the documents. I can trace this.
Yeah, the
You know,
COAs.
Yep. And then I have all the documents for my people. So it's very important to know where your stuff is coming from.
Well, and you're putting product into the legal distribution chain, correct?
Yes.
You have dispensaries and places like that that are.
Oh, no, not in a dispensary yet. I'm not there yet. I just started this year, got legal. So I've been 3 years making, you know, self-teaching and then mingling. I've met some amazing people. There's one lady named Canny Granny. She's legal in 7 states. And she has some grow farms. And this lady's, one day she's going to retire and sell her company, she says, in Vegas, you know, and I'm envious of her. She has been to so many cannabis colleges. She is so knowledgeable that this is the woman that you want to know. You know, there's such good people out there. People here have open arms. That's the one thing about the cannabis industry against any other kind of industry. We come with open arms. We don't go, oh, there's another one.
Oh, Jesus. There's somebody else doing it.
No, it's a very open community. You know, a lot of sharing going on. I'm in Canada. So I worked in the legal industry here.
Okay.
And I worked for a $50 million licensed producer facility. And we quite regularly had guests in that were either opening their own facilities or currently running facilities for which knowledge would be shared. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a really kind of open thing. Like nobody was trying to protect a trade secret or anything like that. There was a lot of sharing going on, a lot of information back and forth, right? So you're right about that. It is a very open community.
If you ever hit a Cannadelic Miami event, all right, I believe the next one is here later this month. I want to believe Cannadelic down in Miami. So that if you actually get a VIP ticket and go in early, they have set seminars for different demographics of what you want to learn.
Right.
Are you into cloning? Are you into the, you know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. And it doesn't cost nothing. You just buy your ticket to get into the whole festival.
Well, and you know, that's it, right? Because people are interested in different aspects of cannabis. I've cultivated since I've been old enough to do so, pretty much 19 or 20 years old. I've done it just for my personal use. I had a 615 plant medical grow that supplied 4 patients here in Canada. And I've worked in a facility with 56,000 square feet of canopy space. So I know it very, very well, but it's not what I'm interested in. It's not what I'm passionate about. I am passionate about extraction. I like what happens to cannabis after it's been harvested and dried, or right directly after it's been harvested and frozen. I like the process of actually producing concentrates and then going to product manufacture afterwards. So that the event that you're talking about breaks it down so that people can actually put their time into what actually interests them the most, right? What they're most passionate about or what they find the most interesting.
Exactly. These bigger events, you got 7-10 dab days that there'll be an event in Gainesville. Was it the 28th of November? I believe it is. And that's a big event, huge. So you'll get a lot of knowledge. You'll meet a lot of cultivators.
Envy to that. Envy's down in our DJ Envy lives in Florida. He's going to have to attend all those events. You're going to have to keep us posted on those.
Oh yeah, I'll keep you posted. Don't forget. Now if you follow Potluck Productions, Brian runs a few different cannabis events. He has the Canna Feast every year. This will be the fourth annual Canna Feast, and that's in Port Charlotte.
See,
I'll be vending.
Write that down, Doctor. I don't have one hand.
Only one hand. I'll make sure I'll put it all in the Discord. I'll give you all the flyers. Blam, blam, blam.
You and I, we got to be friends.
Sadly, I cannot attend any of those events south of the border.
Yeah, so he doesn't care, but I care. I care about.
Hey, but we can still go live, and you can be there with us. Okay, that's the beauty about it.
Envy, my DJ, one of our DJs here at WTHC. He lives right down there in Florida. And Becky's in Florida as well, and she's going to be joining us as a DJ as well. So we have two DJs in that area, and Vern is a friend of ours as well, and she lives in that Florida area and would be happy to do it for us.
That would be fun. That'd be fun to run a live right from an event.
Oh yeah, and we just and Live 365 just updated and gave us the ability to do it from our phones, so it's going to be perfect.
And we can now get radio media credentials and television media credentials. So
right. Amazing.
We should be able to get
my
around.
Necklace is caught in my beard. Ow! Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, that's sometimes it gets caught in the fiber of your T-shirt or something.
My God, that hurt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so you know how I made this. This was
I saw you making that this morning. Yes.
Okay. Well, my little hair went like this, and it wrapped around that I had to go get the pair of scissors.
What did you do? Spread some oil on the outside of that?
Yes, okay, you made a beautiful one. I wish you would have saved it because we would have liked to have seen it. You don't have another one rolled, do you, already?
Not right now, but I do have video of it that I'll post in the Discord.
All right, well, that'll help, but it makes a beautiful rolled joint, and then she has, what do you have around it? Go ahead.
So this here is apple and bananas flour, and then I roll the filter and make my own little cones, stuff a nice big fatty you see. And then
it's a nice size joint.
And then I take this one has mixed berry distillate that I take and run it all the way around down to the bottom, almost above a little bit above the filter.
Yep.
And then you sprinkle keef all the way around it like you would powdered sugar, just enough that it won't make the distillate sticky, so you can roll it into the keef, and then it makes the most beautiful little moon stick. One of my young little true leaf bud tenders was at my last event, and he taught me this new creation. These young generation, they know how to make a joint.
Yeah.
Hey. We us older generation taught them first, though. They've just brought it above and beyond.
But we haven't had all those toys like distillate and shatter and all these concentrates. Only for about the last 10 years of those.
I tried to dip a joint in hash oil once. That didn't go very well.
No, you got to lay it on with the needle.
We've
I
all
didn't know
had
that.
our fair share of the dirt weed that was smashed like a solid brick with the
Oh,
seeds.
yeah. Especially down in Florida.
I'm still picking seeds out.
Cans
I'm
and
still
cans
picking
coming
seeds
up from
out.
the Caribbean.
If I find a seed in my stuff, it better be. Now, I do have 2 seeds from the dispensary where I've gotten 2 different dispensary weeds and I've got a seed. So you know that one seed is still in that container.
I have one up here that's on my counter here. That's
Tippy's got a seed in the dirt right now you pulled out of a bag, no?
Yep. Oh, no. That's one I got from that guy.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. That's
And
right.
the other little one died. The other little one with the root that came out, he ended up passing away.
Nice. Well, on that note of this fancy joint, shall we see the 1 gram challenge?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see Zen Wushu. Hi, Buzz. How are you, buddy? This is our Zen moment of the day coming up.
This is our Zen moment of the day. It's actually 2 videos today. But one of them, the second one, is the 1 gram challenge.
I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Oh, it's incredible. I couldn't do it.
Just for your viewers' eyes, this is what 1 gram looks like. This is.
Oh, that's nice shadow right there, too.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Beautifully done.
Well,
Hi, Miss Foss with 3S. I don't know your name, so I will call you Miss Foss with 3S. For the gear, I'm all geared up. I'm good to go. That's part of my collection. So today we gonna go with this one. I just did a failure. Anyways, I erased it because the drip of sauce, it dripped all over my phone. So, okay, I'm at my 3rd scoop. As you can see, there's a lot. So, let's heat that puppy up. Where the hell, hold on, is my torch? Found the torch, fire away.
I think this is the warm-up gas for the 1 grammer.
Good thing on those videos, you don't have to show the part where you die at the end, where you cough like a motherfucker. You know. Here it comes. It's almost ready. Gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Bon appetit.
Beautiful clap.
Oh, was a little hot. Hope it gets the job done. Can't wait to participate. Have a good day. Namaste. Hi, I'm Zen. And I'm on Zen. Let's fire this rope. Oh, that's going to be delicious. I remember the last time. Oh, I forgot. See, the Amazing Foss River plus www.gd.cr brought me this amazing shatter biscotti flavor. Delicious biscotti shatter from www.gd.cr using the promo code. Ready? Don't forget. Want to save money? Next for 20. Almost there. Oh. Good. Finger burning good. What's it you, bro?
Well, I gotta say, it makes me feel a lot better that it wasn't. I thought he had to do it in one huge hit and try to hold that shit in.
I don't think anybody's got the lungs to do it in one huge hit. I just don't think it comes out of the nail that quick.
But that was still a freaking amazing, because how many freaking hits did he get? How many monster hits did he get off of that shit, man?
You know, he was floating. You know, he was just.
Makes me want to try.
I would like to see the video from 15 minutes later, Zen. We'll have to see what you look like 15 minutes after that challenge. But the amount of oil in the bottom of that nail.
Oh my God, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I was like, that's how I should be doing those. That's how it should be every time.
Well, that's the reason why you have to process your own oil, because the cost of the oil is surreal.
Oh,
yeah.
That's where you come back
to
processing your flour.
Yeah. I mean, it's a process, right? Like, I used to run closed loop extraction, making shatter from with butane and propane, BHO mostly, right? And we were able to produce it with a weed at a cost of about $800 a pound. My cost of production was probably in the $4 to $5 a gram range.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the markup that you see once the product goes to market is excessive.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is.
People they tell me all the time, Carrie, you undersell. And I go, I made it. You know, until I start selling it to manufacturers and I have somebody else in the kitchen instead of my little disabled ass doing it, you know, that's where. But I started by myself, and now I've got people coming and helping. And then Scotty Gans, he sponsored 2 of my booths already, so 2 different events. So to have a sponsor already, I'm like, I'm moving up this ladder real fast, you know. But I'm not trying to get big headed and try to pay attention and learn and absorb, you know, and the do's and the don'ts. You know, because, you know, THCO just got outlawed for all hemp vendors. So if you have a hemp license, you're no longer allowed to vend or sell any THCO products. It has now been outlawed in the state of Florida.
So you can't even work under the 2018 Farm Bill at 0.3%?
Nope. I wish I had that piece of paper right here to show you. They just changed that. A lot of us in the hemp industry think HHC is going to be the next one that gets attacked.
Hydrohexachloride.
Yeah, HHC, we really believe it will be the next one on the market. You know, but they said that the THCO synthetic has some kind of derivative that's not controllable by the FDA or some kind of wording like that. You know,
it's a chemical process to convert CBD. Basically, that's done to produce the D8, D10, HHC. So it's a chemical process, right? So you have to be careful when using those products because they're unregulated in the States.
Right.
And you have to understand that not all manufacturers have good morals or ethics.
Exactly.
Right? A lot are driven by the economics of the game more so than than providing the highest quality, cleanest, safest product for consumption out there. And that's what I really liked about what you said earlier, is that you've been focused on learning and honing your craft. And for me, that's what makes for a good cannabis product, is somebody who's passionate about what they're doing, has a great moral compass when it comes to the production of their product, and pride in what they do. It's super important.
Very important. I make an all natural bug spray, and it is not THC or cannabis. But when you look at my bottle, it has this much oil and this much alcohol, and there's 0 water. You cannot walk into any organic health store, Whole Food store, or anything and find the product that I made. And then it even no CMs. I got people that work out on the islands all the time. They swear by it. And you have to use a minute amount, just a little drop here, blot, blot on the back of your ankles, walk away.
And you're good to go.
That good, you know? So, and it's about learning about what we can do with things from the land, you know? I'm sorry. That was Nico. That's another producer for the next event. Sorry. I'll call him back in a minute. I apologize for that.
If it's important, we can let you go back down into the green room and you can talk to him.
No, I'll call Nico right back. This year, I obligated my time to you guys. So, and then that's what I'm doing. You know, and it's like you were talking about earlier with the CBD isolate.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because we were talking about that and Dr. High fell asleep. Hold on.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. My cousin, I have a cousin. She has an autistic son, and they use CBD for him. But she wants a CBD isolate. She doesn't want nothing with THC. So, you know, those little tincture bottles, they charge $60 for one of those bottles. If you have a child that's autistic, you're going through that, you know, you use those on a regular.
That's a 2 or 3 day supply, a 60 milliliter.
You know, so what I do, I get MCT oil and I get 100 grams of that isolate, and I make it for my cousin, and I send her 3 cups.
Now, what do you do for flavor?
She doesn't need flavor. She drops it in his tea.
Okay. So yeah, because I have this whole jar that we made, and I've been vaping it, and that's different. I've been mixing it with my nicotine, but I'm going to be giving a little bit to my a friend of mine to try for the first time, and it's going to be in drop form, I guess. He's going to take it like that, and I wanted to try to see if we could add some flavor. But he can always just add it to. He can add it to. Yeah, he can always add it to whatever.
Let me give you an honest answer with that. When you want to flavor an MCT oil, all right, as a baker, we're always going to go to a Loran's oil because it is a very highly concentrate, and you do not have to use the whole dram. If you buy Loran's on Amazon, you can get these little bitty micro droppers and literally only put 1 drop.
It's like terpenes. They're super powerful.
Yes.
You know? And as a matter of fact, I used to do a lot of business in Florida with a place called the Terpene Store. That's there. And this is a really interesting place because they have at least 100 strains specifically identified by terpene profiles. And
Ludasaurus, welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry.
Ludasaurus, they've recombined fruit-derived terpenes to match the exact terpene profile of specific strains. So now when you're making your preparations, as we know, cannabinoids are important to do certain things, but a lot of the magic that occurs with cannabis occurs because of the terpene profile.
Exactly.
Right? So now when you're making concentrated products, tinctures or edibles or things like that, you can actually use a supplier like the Terpene Store to replicate a strain that's worked for a patient previously and get the correct profile, right? So there's a lot of manipulating you can do to fine-tune these preparations to people's specific medicinal needs.
Exactly. Because a lot of people... Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
There are many people that do not enjoy the cannabis flavor. So, and it's like making butter. I was just explaining to a fellow person yesterday because she was talking about somebody complaining about just a little bit of minute soluble in her oil. And I was explaining to her that if I want a shelf-stable butter, I must clarify it.
Yes,
It
100%.
has to be completely clarified. I will melt it. I will refrigerate it. I will wash it. I will melt it again. I will refrigerate it. I will wash it again.
Yeah.
Okay. But sometimes you still get a little minute. So when I'm pouring it after I've filtered, doing this, and I pour it in my molds, I always have one mold, because once you get down to pouring it and you can see where that little soot is, you stop. That's called waste.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to understand that anything that you do in cooking, sometimes there's waste.
Yeah, absolutely. In any manufacturing process.
And people are like, oh, but that's still butter. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to use that on your personal note, put it on the side, make your own damn cookies right now and eat it. But that is going
I'm
to
not
mold.
eating it.
Well, that's it. You have to use it immediately, right? It's not
Yeah.
going to be something you can retain.
Yeah, you have to use it
now.
immediately, because it'll mold. It will sour. It will contaminate itself.
Absolutely.
It's just like honey.
Yeah.
When you're infusing honey is so sensitive. When you hear people go, oh, I did it at 135 milligrams or 135 degrees. Okay, you just burn it all up. You can't go over 115. 115 is your max on honey. All right. And then if it's not completely filtered, you got one little speck, and then you taste that honey and it tastes like soap, it's contaminated. Do you see what I mean? That's how you know honey's spoiled. If honey tastes like soap, it's been contaminated.
Well, there we go. Frozen.
You're
Are you
frozen.
frozen, hippie?
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just.
I know I'm froze.
The doctor's froze. I see me. I see hippie.
Yeah, I'm just changing my.
Oh, you're coming back, doctor. There you are.
There we go.
Yeah, remember I said my
Yeah, so some people like to skip corners, but they have to understand that filter process is very important.
Absolutely. If you want a shelf-stable product, or a product that's going to have some longevity under refrigeration, you need to do it properly. 100%. Do you ever use the maltodextrin?
Yes.
You're doing water-soluble stuff?
Yes. I learned multidextrin from Chef Wayne, the one that I fangirled over. I found his video because I needed a water-soluble product. So, and that's learning how to make an MCT oil and then mixing it with the multidextrin and then doing the filter process. People go, it's tedious. Why are you just keep pushing it and scraping it and keep pushing it and scraping it? It's a mixture process. It keeps mixing the process.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? It takes that maltodextrin to absorb the moisture. And that's how you end up with a proper infusion, because now your maltodextrin is back to its dry form once you've reached its saturation point.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an important part of the process. Absolutely.
Yep. I like tinctures. I like making, I buy an all organic ethanol alcohol. I make my own FECO. And when people go FECO, and I go FECO, aka RSO, fully extracted cannabis oil.
Yep. Same thing. FECO, RSO, they're synonymous with each other. It throws people off. But so what's your process when you're making RSO? I know people out there, I mean, RSO, from what I believe, should be like a dietary supplement. Whether you need it or not, you should be using it on a daily basis anyway for its ability just to promote general wellness. Right. If you don't have any kind of condition. So I know a lot of people that watch our show are interested in the manufacturing process of RSO. So would you mind walking us through your process, how you actually go through it and make it for yourself?
Can I interrupt for a second, please?
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. High, I think we have some more commercials that we need to do before we
do your commercials.
Let me get those set up.
Is up. We still owe some of our friends, our sponsors.
Let's get that set up and running.
Roll it.
This is our first day with Dr. High being in charge of that stuff, and it's going wonderfully.
She'll be up just in a second. Here she comes. There we go.
Who is the Facebook user that needs to use CBD?
Your heart puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Forge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Forge today at 1-636-234-1535. Is everybody just me?
On you. Come on, you son of a bitch.
One 535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
Are you in the Ellensville or Middletown, New York area? Revamp your space with Collins Paints Ltd. Ugly walls? Let Collins Paints Ltd. add a splash.
Come on, hi. You're wasted, bro.
It ain't me.
Carrie. Oh, hi.
Yes, darling.
At least you can hear me.
I'm going to try and get that right. And
let's not worry about it. I'll apologize to our sponsors later. Let's just move along.
Technical difficulties. Sometimes
a splash of color to your world. Collins Painting is a veteran-owned and operated business. They can transform your space to whatever your heart desires. Say goodbye to the boring beige and hello to possibilities of bright and vibrant colors. The Collins Painting team are a group of skilled professional painters who will turn your vision into reality. Call Collins Paint Ltd. today to get a fast and easy quote. Available Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them at 845-869-8176.
Hey, Mrs. Hippie, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Today I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook, but you can also find them on the top of the mountain in Dauphin, PA.
They are badass.
I don't know what this is in this one.
Is that it?
That's it.
Ooh, that was a rough one. Well,
yeah, I don't know. You know what it is? Maybe it's my wife's day off. So she's using the internet, probably on a TV and on her tablet or something. So probably
worst comes to worst, we can just go back to sending it to me. I mean, once you send it to me in two separate things and I don't have to do the 8 minute, I would like you to send that to me anyway so that I can use them for commercial breaks.
Yeah, it's no problem at all.
Instead of that really long one, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm going to have a chat there with Al. We might have to switch up his music and his AI voiceover.
Oh, no, leave it. I think that looks great. That's quality. Anyway, so we're Carrie. I want to know more about your what we were talking about, CBD isolate, right? But I want to know about your gummies and what type of like.
You like it?
I personally have never had a gummy that works or any type of edible that works, including nano emulsified stuff, is what I'm figuring out now. There's got to be like some sort of something in me that's fixable, man. There's got to be something that I'm missing, a chromosome, something. I don't know, but there's something missing that's making it so that I can't enjoy an edible, and it's pissing me off.
Well, perhaps you have some kind of stuffing that doesn't absorb moisture very well.
Oh, I am. Yeah, that's a good point.
It could have to do with your stuffing.
I am waterproof.
Okay, so the first question when somebody says that to me, I ask, do you still have your gallbladder?
Well, I just had it removed the other day. Well, less than a year ago.
Okay, so one, if you do not eat something with an emulsifier or a FECO, which is an RSO base, you will not, your body will not digest it, because the emulsifier is what's going to allow your body to break it down, because it absorbs it and makes water attached to oil. Okay, so when you have a gallbladder, your gallbladder eats fat. So if you don't have an emulsifier in the oil or the butter, your body's not going to break it down. You're only going to be able to get something sublingual or rectal.
There goes that damn rectal word again.
Okay, but I'm going to save you. I'm going to give you the best thing.
Do you make rectal ones? Oh, yeah, baby.
Suppositories, I have not yet, but I have been asked, so that is on the list of learning how to do things.
When I use a suppository, do I have to walk around all day with this thing hanging out of my ass? Or
no, they're made from glycerin. They'll melt very, very quickly, and the absorption is quite rapid and effective through that.
So it's not like I'm putting a tampon in my ass.
Nope.
Nope,
it'll melt.
Some juice in my ass, and that's it.
Nope. It'll just go sloop.
My ass. I don't know if my ass does that anymore. I'm getting old. It does more of the. It doesn't do the so much. It does more.
But I think Curly Kel and Crazy Lori offered to assist you in that delivery, correct?
Yes, Curly Kel and Crazy Lori are both volunteers to help.
One to hold back the foliage around the cave, and the other two.
And explore. Mrs. Hippie, one for each cheek, and then Mrs. Hippie will do the injecting.
There you go.
Now there is one holy grail. Okay, but it is a messy holy grail.
Oh, well, we're talking about my ass. I know it's a messy
No. I'm talking about taking RSO. Now, cannabis makes a dabblicator that looks like something like this that twists, and it looks like an ink pen. Okay. All right, so your belly button is the next place that will absorb just as fast as sublingual and rectally. Okay, so you can take the dabblicator, open your belly button, stick the dabblicator in there, click 1, click 2, click 3, however you want it. Stick it in there, kind of pinch your belly button together, put some little medical tape or a Band-Aid, and sit the fuck down. Okay, don't go walk around.
Yeah, because it'll dribble out.
That is
2 hairs in a dribble.
I love when we have guests on this show because
two pubes in a dribble.
I have just learned something that I never knew. I had no idea that.
Remember that, Kerry? We were talking about that this morning on the show. 2 pubes in a dribble. Now we're putting it in our belly. 2 pubes in a dribble. You gotta be in the Discord, not that high. The Discord gets a little crazy back there in the morning.
We're so bad.
It was bad. We had a great ride in this morning. It was fun. We had fun back there this morning. Yeah, a lot of laughs. Anyway, that's another story for another day. I'll sing it for you later. Kerry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you cut off.
I said what I had to say. Ask your next question. Hit me.
I want to know. Well, I'm still a little. So if I go to the dispensary and pick up some distillate or an RSO and Mrs. Hippie shoots it up my ass, am I gonna get off?
Yeah. You only need a grain of rice. The size of a grain.
But that's what they told me. That's what they told me when they gave me a gummy bear, and they said, "Take a size of a grain of rice, put it on a gummy bear, eat it, and you're gonna get off like you've never been off before." And I ate the whole fucking. By day 2, I put the whole syringe on the gummy bear. I was like,
well, see, the thing is, right?
I ate it, and it did diddly squat.
It has to go through the stomach and then the intestinal tract first. So when you go in rectally, you're getting right to the spot.
It goes right to the blood
I think
system.
that there's going to be a whole bunch of people after this show shooting shit up their ass.
That's what your Discord's going to look like tomorrow.
What are you talking about? When you see everybody with a black belly button, you know what the hell just went on.
Oh, that was my next question. I might or might not have a little cotton and lint in my belly button. Should I remove that before inserting it into my belly button?
Well, of course, don't you want direct contact?
I don't know. I'm a little afraid of this whole belly button thing in the first place, to tell you the truth. I didn't know I could absorb. Are you gonna do it for us? You're gonna shoot some in your belly button?
Oh, that's so interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I got a dress on. That would not be proper.
Hey, it's Whip It Out Wednesday, girl. We talked about it earlier. It's Whip It Out Wednesday.
So here you go.
What does that say?
Gummy rope.
Oh, gummy rope.
They say, what the hell, gummy ropes?
Oh, what the hell, gummy ropes?
And they're confused and infused. That's my motto. What the hell, confused and infused.
Confused and infused. I love it.
Yep. I got T-shirts. I got my nice little Harley bitch on there. I commissioned Wanda to draw me up a nice little sexy bitch on the Harley with the leaf back there, and it has WDH on the gas tank. It says confused and infused.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. You can get that. You can get your merch at your website. What the hell?
Well, the menu you have to hit me up with what is the menu every week. Once you get on my little list, you'll get a new menu.
Now, I can't take one of those and put it in my asshole, can I?
Well, you can.
But this is 55 milligrams. This is a FECO rope.
And that's the full dose is 55 milligrams if you eat the whole thing.
Yep, it's 55.73. It's a hybrid. This is grape strawberry. Yep.
But that's smart, right? Because when you buy a package of gummies that are maybe, let's say, 500 milligrams and it comes with 10 pieces, one gummy doesn't satisfy at all. So when you have a piece of candy like that, that's got the perfect dose, when you eat the entirety of the product, that's sensible.
You know what I want to say? I like your packaging, young lady. It does not look tantalizing to children. I don't see my kids going after that because, I see my kids going after that.
Mine too, probably.
And that's what it's all about, is that we can't be derivative to children.
No.
Now, when I do my events, I set my booth up like a T, and there's a family-friendly side, and then there's an adult side, and that's where all the tobacco pipes and this and that and all the goodies are. And then I redirect the kids, and I got all these little flashing lights, so I'll bring them all over here where all the art is.
You got a younger female over there to help entertain them while mommy and daddy are over on the other side. I love it.
And then I make things like my last event.
I was trying to go to these festivals in my
what you got to do is bring in a face painter that keeps the kids' backs to the adult side.
We don't know who you are, but we love you.
Stuff with discretion.
Well, they usually do have something like that at these events, because a lot of them are family-friendly events. And that's one thing that we try to remember. We tell everybody. I mean, not a lot of these events is there alcohol. Only very few do you ever see alcohol at any of these events.
You don't need no damn alcohol.
It's just not that way.
As soon as alcohol gets involved, it causes issues. That's why we can have events with open arms and everybody's happy and everybody's smiling, because as soon as you bring that evil liquor into it,
yeah, it's like you can put 50 gang members in a room, and you can put a gun on a table, and somebody's going to die. And then you can put the same 50 in a room and just put a couple blunts on that table, and they're all high and talking about doing all their shit, having a good time.
I don't know where you're going with that one. You went a little out there on that one.
Garrett's got a request for a 420 song there.
No.
By Jay. Ms. Mary from Seed Squatch.
Ms. Mary from Seed Squatch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Great song.
That's not a 420 song, though.
Not believe.
I smoke 2 joints in the morning.
I smoke 2 joints at night. Unfortunately, Facebook won't let me play those songs, so I have to play Our Friends.
Not unfortunately, I love playing our friends.
Oh, it's a copyright thing. I get you.
Yeah, Facebook.
Get you.
Jerks. Even though I own my rights to the music, they still like to give me a hard time.
I hear you. I hear you. I
You know?
understand. Because once I started putting LLC and then you start putting your VIN number on everything, it's like, oop, you can't use that music no more. I was like, damn it.
Yep.
It's a good song.
That was a good song. I know, yeah.
Before we went to our last commercial, we were just about to dive into how you make your RSO. So can we go back to that?
That's right. I forgot about that.
All right. So ethyl alcohol. I don't remember the company right offhand. I'd have to get the bottle. You can purchase it by a gallon size. Some places will charge you up to $200 a gallon. You know.
So it's 99.9 grape ethanol that you use?
It's 190 proof, all organic ethanol alcohol.
So 90%.
Yep, 190.
Okay.
Yep. You can get
200.
$200.
In Canada, it's percentage, not proof. So I always got to do the conversion in my head. That's all.
Yeah. And so in you can get 200 proof, but it doesn't come organic, you know. So 190 is the organic, and I'm very much, I try to stay organic, vegan, gluten-free. I try to appeal to a lot of different people.
Well, because a lot of actually, there's a lot of conditions that cannabis can benefit people from, but have to stay away from things like gluten and
exactly
like that,
peanuts.
Yeah.
You have to be concerned.
Yeah. So I try to be very thoughtful like that. Like when I make a pixie stick, it's made with freeze-dried fruit.
Don't tell people that.
Freeze-dried and powdered and mixed with the maltodextrin.
You can take when I do the mushroom ones, you just take mushrooms, organic cane sugar. You can take freeze-dried fruit and just powder it all up, blah, 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 and you just measure it.
So you're also working with mushrooms?
Yes, sir.
I was just going to say, Miss Carrie, can I ask you a question? Do you dabble with psilocybin and other?
Yes.
Are you on some now?
Last night. I haven't been yet. Okay.
Have you finished up yet, or are you still partying like a rock star?
Oh no, I don't. I don't get like that. It's like a microdose. Now,
microdosing it.
You know, don't get me wrong. I've done 1.5 grams, and then the old man come home, and I was butt ass naked, standing on the vanity chair, cleaning the glasses, cleaning the window, and then I reach over and grab my bowl, and then I'm hitting it, and I'm butt ass naked, dancing my techno, cleaning, and look over, and he's standing in the window. And I'm like, and how long have you been there? And he's got this shit-eating grin, like, how you doing? And I was like, testing the product.
What the hell have you been doing? What the hell have you been doing, young lady? Welcome home, big
And
guy.
I so excitedly grabbed my little notebook going, look, it's it's science. I did it at this time. This is when it peaked. This is
So
all work.
It sounds to me like you're an example for what I like to tell people they should be doing, which is tracking their consumption.
There
to
you
understand cause and effect, right? So you journal your use.
Yeah, well, I try to, especially when I do new things. All right. So because cannabis, I can do a lot of cannabis and not be elevated. People's like, how did you just eat 100 milligrams? And I'm like, did you see what was in my coffee?
You didn't even see
when
what
you
I drank.
Well, I put cannabis sugar in my coffee every morning.
Right.
I start my day with cannabis sugar. But
Yeah, I would love to do that, but it doesn't seem to work. I'm going to have to put it in my anus, cannabis sugar.
Well, then you can avoid the sugar and just put in the rest.
Oh, I don't have.
Because there's no taste buds on that end, right?
I was going to say that's going to be kind of granular. You want shitting through sandpaper. Wait, we talked about this today too. Shitting through sandpaper, I think.
Okay, but back to the tincture, seriously. So the ethanol alcohol, so it depends on if I'm the Levo machine, you cannot make a tincture with alcohol. Just to state that for a record, you can only do that in the magic butter machine. All right. Or you can do it, the green, they call it a golden dragon, where you freeze your alcohol and you freeze your flour at the same time for 24 hours. And then you're going to combine them, and it's a shake method.
Yeah.
And then you go back and then you shake method. But you can do a wash like 3 times on that flour. But when you do a tincture and a magic butter, it's only 1 run. Once that's done, you've stripped it all.
Yeah.
Okay. You've stripped everything. There's no properties left of that flour. That flour is now garbage.
And for those of you out there who don't know what a magical butter machine is, it is a machine for infusing with cannabis, different products. And it's a set it and forget it kind of machine, basically, especially if you use the magical butter too. It does all your mixing for you inside. You just simply need to decarboxylate your flour, put in your ingredients. You can do topicals, you can do edibles, you can infuse oils, you can do everything with that.
How much was one of them bad boys go for?
In Canada, probably $160 or so. In the States, probably in the $125, $130 range would be my guess.
Kerry, do you
You can get them between $150 and $300. It depends on what all attachments you want with it.
Right.
Like when I bought mine with the decarb box. I bought mine with the butter mold and all that kind of stuff.
Wait a minute. Time out. Okay, because I'm stoned. So you bought a machine that does just about everything for you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm lost. It makes what does it do? I'm sorry. It decarboxylates.
It does the infusions for you, right?
Okay.
And then when your infusion comes out, you need to go through. You'll get a screen bag that comes with it. So there's a bag, right? So you do your infusion, and they'll come with a silicone glove also. So your infusion gets poured through the bag, and then you use the silicone glove to squeeze out as much of that infusion as possible. And then you have your oil, you have your butter. And then if you did something like cocoa butter, then you'd have the base for a cosmetic product. There's different ways you can use it.
All right, I'm caught up. Thank you so much. I was lost there for a second.
So, see, in that machine, I also make a salve. Okay, so I can make a cannabis coconut oil and then bring that aside. And then I'm going to take my candela, my lavender, and I can take all my flowers. I can throw all that up there. My candela wax, throw my coconut oil back in there and make all this. And then I'm gonna have to strain it again. You know what I mean? It's a tedious process.
Yeah.
The magic butter, but you can make 5 cups out of it.
Yeah.
It holds a 5-cup maximum. But then with that little mesh that they give you, it'll hold like if you're doing a big bag. But when you want to get all that particle out, go to Sam's and buy some flour sacks.
Or cheesecloth too, right? Cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth works, but a flour sack is a little bit more finer.
Okay.
Ladies. Sorry, the dogs. So, and then do that, and you can filter it even better. I'm adamant about filtering things. Now, when you're decarbing things, now if you don't have a decarb box, there's different ways around it, but decarbing is very important, and you really need to test your oven before, I cannot state this again, before you put your cannabis in that oven and ruin it.
When?
You're testing to ensure the accuracy. So basically, you're going to use a good oven thermometer so that you can determine, if you set your oven at, let's say 225 to decarboxylate, you want to make sure that your oven is 225, not running at 230 or 240 or at 220, you know what I mean? Or below, because depending on the length of time you decarb at, depending on your temperatures, you can highlight certain things within that decarboxylation process. So we need to prepare for the 420 song.
I got it. I'm all set up, bro.
I'll run the commercials quick.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody out there, of course, for being here. And, of course, I want to thank Kerry and DoktorHigh for being here and all of our sponsors. You guys are amazing. I love you so, so very much. We're going to get high to Seed Squatch because I love Seed Squatch and I love his song. And I can get high to anything, man.
I love that song.
Doesn't have to be a stoner song to get me high.
Would you like to know more about this incredible plant? Dive into DoktorHigh.com unlock medical wonders, master home-based crafts, and debunk myths. Do you support our mission? Shop Dr. High AI Haze on Etsy for cannabis-themed clothing, mugs, and digital downloads using original AI cannabis art. Hell, we might even have some psychedelic mushroom items there too. We also have 25 books on cannabis and specific medical conditions available at Dr. High on Amazon.com. DrHigh.com, cannabis information, education, and advocacy.
You sucker.
Announcing CBG TV's Bud Break Book. Get your copy, as it's on sale now. Failed strain reviews and more. Every purchase supports the ongoing efforts of CBG TV. Available from cbgtv.com, Amazon, or scan the QR code.
Scan the QR code, everybody. Oh, too late.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink. Even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to ownyourwater.org to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get an extra filter free. Change your water and change your life. Ownyourwater.org.
Discover the natural path to wellness at Tailored Herbs and Concentrates.
Herbs?
With a passion for holistic health, we are your trusted source for premium herbs and concentrates.
Wait a minute, do they have weed?
Our dedicated team is here to guide you on your wellness journey. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 10, ensuring you have access to what you need when you need it most. Tailored Herbs and Concentrates is located
They're pot
2941 Highway 11, Burnt Church, New Brunswick, Canada. If you need assistance anytime,
I need assistance. I need weed.
Just call 506-871-4299. Tailored Herbs and Concentrates.
Where all the potheads go.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve Squatch. That's great news. Guys, don't forget Tailored Herbs and Concentrates. Head over there today and tell them a friend with weed is a friend indeed, and you're getting a free pre-roll. Walk in, say, a friend with weed is a friend indeed, and that's right, you're getting a free pre-roll right there at Tailored Herbs and Concentrates in Burnt Church, New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah. It's worth the trip. I think everybody should head on up there. I know it's a little bit of a ride, but if you go there every day and get a free pre-roll and a coffee for a nice long ride back.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's roll that 420 song.
Oh, shit.
This is a great song, man. I love this.
The guy doesn't make any bad songs, bro.
I've listened to a few on YouTube.
Humid haze in the mental days, down by the swamp where I was raised. Popping caps sitting back, listening to the guitar play. The shade of blues unknown by a few, it rings inside of my head like they always do. Hype is filled, reality's cute. Everything comes in twos, yeah.
Absolutely, Thomas. I'll do even a little bit more.
Fish on the brain is a habit strain. Smoke Lord, smiling rain. Yeah. Known on the plane as Miss Mary Jane. She'll get you every time. Ooh, but in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top. I can't breathe, my brain is fried. I guess I'll cough till I stop. Humid haze in a mental daze, down by the swamp where I was raised. I'm popping caps in back, listening to the guitar play.
Should have watched the show last night, Garrett.
Hello, buddy. Hello, Pete.
I'm going outside of them lines of the coloring books inside my head. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I can't remember what the fuck I said. Ooh, but in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top. I can't breathe, my brain is fried. I guess I'll cough till I stop. Humid haze in a mental daze, down by the swamp where I was raised. I'm popping caps in the back, listening to the guitar play me, yeah. The shade of blues unknown by a few. It rings inside of my head like they always do. Your pipe is filled, reality's killed. Everything slip comes in twos. While everything will fall on you.
Excellent.
WTHC. That's Miss Mary Jane by Seaswatch. Woo! I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
All right, we're back. We're hanging. We got Kerry from Kerry's Kitchen. What the hell? Art.com. Go check her out. So I saw somebody ask in the audience over here. I won't mention any names because it was a while ago, but do they want to know if you ship, if you do any of that kind of stuff?
Hit me up in the DMs.
Yeah, we're friends. I know a couple of them were friends in the Discord, so they'll probably be attacking you once we get back there. Yeah. All right. So
yeah, it sucks to live in Canada.
Sucks to live in Canada, huh?
You know, I got friends that live in Canada, up in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay, Manitoba. Yep. No, well, I'm in the Montreal area myself.
Yeah. My brother-in-law used to live up in South Dakota, and his girlfriend at the time, that's where her whole family's from.
Right, yeah, because they border each other, right? So
right.
yeah, that's it. So we were at the point where you had done your extraction with your organic ethanol and
decarbing. Yeah, we were talking about decarbing. It is very important for you to learn your temperature of your ovens. Like my conventional oven in there, if I turn it on 240 degrees, it'll get up to 265.
Right.
All right. So I have mastered toaster ovens. Okay. So I've used out toaster ovens. This one's about to go out because now this one, I have to put it on 285 to run at 240, 245. Because the sweet zone with knocking the A off of the THCA is between 240 and 250. So I like to hit 245. So I like to be in the middle.
That's it. Split the difference.
Only in the
You know,
middle.
in the
And
middle.
how long do you decarboxylate for?
Okay, so if you're doing it at 250, it's 30 minutes. If it's 240, it's 40. So I'm at the 35-minute mark.
Okay.
So I still stay in the middle.
Nice.
Question. You're in what state again?
Florida.
Florida. Medical only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My next question is how much are you decarboxylizing at a time?
The largest amount I've ever done was a QP.
Okay. And that has got to be quite a fee at the dispensary, huh?
Well, this is where when cultivators and stuff like that, you get a lot of trim.
Know your grower, right? Your grower.
And then and with me being licensed and being an MMJ patient and other MMJ patients and other growers that you can purchase.
Are you allowed to grow in Florida?
No, the cultivators, the people that have the agriculture license. There's a lot of people that actually do have agriculture license here.
So that's how they go around it by getting
it's still growing.
License. How hard is it to get that license? Is that a big fee and a lot of classes?
Well, as a cultivator, I don't know all that. I know to open up a dispensary here, it's $350,000, and you have to have be known for at least 20, 30 years. Morgan & Morgan put that for the high grade. That's the reason why we have the medical statute. But with the hemp statute, we're allowed to do certain things, but we still have to follow within the reasons. With me being a patient and me having a commercial kitchen, I have a Serve Safe license. I'm insured. I have all this. So that means you being an MMJ patient, you can say, hey, Carrie, I have this. Will you cook this up for me and make my edibles for me?
In Florida only, though, right? You can't do that for medical patients in other states.
Not yet. Once
wink.
the DEA lets us do stuff, the federal government still controls all that.
Right.
Dr. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's going to have to wait till federal legalization because, even though each state is individual, those state lines are, once you cross them, that's federal jurisdiction. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So, have a good one, bro. Thank you so much for hanging with us, man.
Thanks, Jay. Have a great day. And we're going to look forward to having Ken on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's going to be awesome. But, okay, so now we're at the point where you've decarboxylated, you've done the infusion. How are you going about removing your solvent?
Okay, so I do evaporate. I wished I had a steel mill that I could, recoup my alcohol, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so when I only do what I need, I only make up what I need as to make my gummies.
Right.
So when I'm making my gummies or my tincture, 2-4 cups at a time. So, and then, it takes about 2 ounces to make me about 3 cups. I always put a cup and a half because, you're going to lose evaporation through process.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to get at least 2 cups out of it because each batch is going to get a cup of tincture. And then I reduce that. Now, when you reduce this, I'm talking about this is flammable, people. No gas stoves. You have to open up your back doors. You have to have a fan. Turn on your exhaust fan. If you're not in a regular commercial kitchen with an exhaust fan, you have to exhaust your home.
You have to do your evaporation outside on an electric hot plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another option. So
be the best, safest, yeah.
It very much it is. It very much is.
You know what you might find useful, Carrie?
Mm-hmm.
Short path distillation.
I haven't learned how to do that yet. So I'm always
Dr. High, I'll teach you.
Expensive. You would need just a 1 liter setup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite simple because basically what happens is you're going to pour your tincture blend, your alcohol that's been infused,
right,
into a short path distillation setup. And then that spins in a water bath. And then further up the tube, you're creating a vacuum inside. And you can be very specific on your temperatures, right? Because your alcohol is coming off at like 181.
Right.
Like a 181.8 or something crazy like that.
Well,
But-
and the boil point's between 90 and 110. That's what people don't understand. You don't need that more than 110 to dissolve your alcohol. That's your danger zone if you're over 100.
Well, it depends, right? When you use a vacuum assist, you can actually do it at much lower temperatures. So in a vacuum, you might be able to take that alcohol off at 65 degrees or 70 degrees, right? So a much lower temperature in a vacuum. But this way you can recover all your solvent to reuse it. And then what you're left with is solely your concentrate.
Right.
Short path distillation it sounds very complicated. And when you look at the glass with it, it could be a bit intimidating. But once you have figured it out, then it's super, super effective. And it saves you money because you don't have to constantly resupply with your organic alcohol, right? With your organic alcohol. So
yeah, because you have to pay a hazmat fee. People don't understand when you ship alcohol, the only person that'll ship it is FedEx, and some states won't let you ship it. Okay, if you're in a no ship state, you're in a no ship state.
Yeah,
and then there's a hazmat fee to ship alcohol. You have to pay a hazmat fee. So whatever you paid for your alcohol, expect to pay double.
Yeah, that's it because of the flammability, right? The same way with liquefied natural gas and things of that nature. So,
right.
But yeah, that would be very effective for you. It doesn't take up a lot of space. If you're already running a commercial kitchen, you'd need a couple square feet of counter space to set up your system, and you just leave it there, and you just simply run it when you.
Right.
Huh? Who would have known?
Well, see, and that's what I've been looking into. Don't think that's not where my next idea is, but it's about finding what I need, because when you just Google things, man, everybody wants to sell you something, It's hard to find a good quality product and what you need, the machines that you really need.
Good day, Steve. Dr. High is just staring aimlessly off into the air.
He froze again.
There comes a time.
Oh,
there he is.
Hi, Sarah.
It's brutal today.
It is. Uh-oh. You're losing nerds all over the place. They went down your dress. I saw them. You want me to help you? Well, Dr. High's on break over there. We can fool around over here.
Still on break.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There you go. Yay, you're back. Oh, almost back. Almost.
I don't get it.
There you are.
Oh,
Yay.
Well, if there ever comes a time, Carrie, that you're interested in looking at that sort of thing, I'd be more than happy to help you find the right equipment from the right supplier, so you don't have to worry about, wading your way through the myriad of people out there,
I'm not. Because when you start doing this, you start buying things, and then you wind up that you didn't need that.
Right.
That's just part of the deal. And then you're like, you wind up giving it to somebody else. Here, you're starting out here. You can start here. Don't waste your money.
Well, the nice thing about short path distillation is that you can actually isolate your own compounds, right? So you can isolate your CBG, you can isolate your CBN, you can isolate your CBC, you can isolate CBD.
We were talking about CBN earlier, weren't we, Carrie?
Yeah, and CBC. I was telling him that a lot of people don't know a lot about CBC, and that I was telling them that you can't just go into a dispensary and pick a CBD distillate. They don't have it. Nobody. No dispensary has this.
No, because most places go right to isolate. They don't bother with the distillate. They just crystallize it. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Now, are you sourcing that from California?
No, this one comes from Dinex. This is Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Now, there's a place in California where Hippie obtained his CBD that was $1 a gram for CBD isolate. Are you finding that kind of pricing that low?
It wasn't bad. I didn't pay an extreme price, and then it, like I said, it comes with all the paperwork, all that kind of stuff.
So that's hemp extracted CBD or cannabis extracted? Not that there's a vast difference, but
Yeah, there's zero THC.
Mhm.
Zero THC. It's only CBD. Let me go.
Yeah, because it's 99.9 pure.
Yeah, it's 99. It's totally
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, once you get
This
to
is
that.
something you can give to a child.
Yep.
All day long.
100%.
You know, you can get,
Not
but
all
you
of
can't.
it.
Well, not all of it, but you can't put heat to it. This is what people don't understand. Heat will destroy the isolate because it's already been processed so much. You know, the chemical compound, it's already in a powder form. So, you know, you just have to mix it with a little bit of oil. It's just a little bit of vigorous shaking. You know.
Or just a little bit of heat, right? Like a Bain Marie at 100 degrees is enough
Yeah,
to
just
get it
enough
going.
to,
Yeah.
you know, that's like I do. Like when I make my oil, you know, this here was, what is this? This is 101 grams of just CBD. And you can only see where I barely have put a dent.
Hey, but what are you doing with that? What are you using that for? How do you
This
use
here,
that?
now when I make my CBD products, I do.
I want to dab it. It looks like a nice big old jar.
Oh,
of it.
yes, you can dab it. You can take your nectar collector and dab it. You can see where the nectar collectors hit it. My son, you know, that's where, like, when you work, you're a professional. You can't come home and hit a regular dab, but your body hurts.
Yeah.
But this product here contains THC, correct? Your CBD distillate.
Yep. It has.
Because you can't remove it or refine it. So your percentage of CBD in there is in the 70 to 80% range?
Yeah, this is an 80% CBD distillate.
80%, yeah.
Yeah, it's an 80%. And so you know, and then it still has its THC.
Now, you made that yourself?
No, I purchased this. See, I do not know how to. If I learn how to make this, that'll be a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Because
that distillation would be the solution to making that, as well as
because there's a gentleman here that's another cultivator. He's a
for your
CBD hemp.
tinctures and things like that. Could all be accomplished with the same equipment.
There's a company here called Caldwell Company, and he's a CBD and hemp cultivator. And he has the most beautiful, it's called Cherry Cobbler. It's a 22% CBD with a 6% THC, and it looks the most beautiful buds you've ever seen. So sticky, so aroma, and that's what I make my salves with. Now, if I could do his CBD, take his flower and turn it into something like this, could you imagine?
That can be done, and we can teach you how.
That's where I'm still learning. Every day I learn.
Well, you need to hang out here every day and hang out with Dr.High and I, and sit in the chat and make sure you're paying attention, because we talk about everything over here. My goodness.
Well,
we got like 15 minutes.
Related, then occasionally Hippie likes to pull out his junk, but other than that, we're pretty much focused on one.
There's already a half-naked man over there. Have you not seen Monkey? What's this? I'm learning everybody's names still.
Muck Sticky, yeah. Muck was he was bare-chested. It's Whip It Out Wednesday, young lady. I told you back there.
Hey, I already showed cleavage. Do I have to do it again?
There you go. See, there you go. Whip 'em Out Wednesday over there on WTHC.
Here comes another age restriction warning from YouTube.
That's okay. I get one every day. It's okay. It's my foul mouth most of the time.
That's the reason why we have so many accounts.
Right.
You know, two TikToks,
I need to build another one myself, because I got the shit scared out of me yesterday, man. I thought I was done. I got a fake spam saying that my account was taken down forever. And I was like, oh.
From who? Facebook?
Yeah, well, it looked like it was, but it was a scam. Thank God.
Yeah, but you know, they always hit it, like in the business that we are. They always hit us, you know. And then one of the things, like, I had TikTok slap me with a violation saying that I went against this and this and this. And I come back to him. I said, you're just being prejudiced against a female business owner in the cannabis business that did not pay for a sponsor ad. I said, if I paid for a sponsor ad, you would let my tits and my weed be on the page. But because I didn't pay you, you want to violate me.
Right. And the secret is you can't hashtag. I've learned that much. I lost 7 accounts. I lost 7 accounts over on TikTok in my day. I don't even hang out over there anymore. I go and I see my friends and I'll stop in their rooms. But I refuse to give. When they started asking me for my ID, to ID me and to be able to get my money that I earn or to be able to buy money to give people money. I was like, nah, I'm done. I don't need to hang out over there. There's other places where I can hang out.
Yeah.
You guys got to go check out Stoner Talk. That is up and coming. It's a beautiful site. It's got some glitches right now, but don't be afraid to hang over there because I'm over there all the time hanging out live.
It's like, have you heard that place called Clapper yet?
Oh, I go there all the time. I go there after dark so I can go see titties.
I know, right? You don't.
I come out and I got to shower like 3 times. When I used to perform over there, I had a guy, my friend Nick. He would go in, not Envy, but our another friend, DJ nephew Nick. I had him go in before the show and clean up. And I'd come in there and there'd still be pubic hair on the counter and the remnants of joints laying on the counter. I didn't mind those. I smoked those.
I smoked the roaches.
Yeah, I smoked people left behind. But yeah.
That's funny.
Always a mess over there on that Clapper. But I like it. There's some crazy-ass people over there.
Huh.
All right, Dr. High, where did we leave off? So we were on...
Well, we were at the removal of the alcohol, but now we understand how that's done.
Mm-hmm. So, and then once I get it down, so I'll cook it down to it looks like a molasses in a saucer. I mean in the pan. You know, use a nonstick pan and use a silicone spatula. Nothing wood, people. Don't use.
No, it has to be silicone because it's the only thing I have here on my table. A 2-foot by 4-foot slick pad, silicone mat that I used to use for all my extraction.
That's it right there. You know. People gotta, I'm just telling you, and I make gummies. I just automatically make gummies. You can sop it up and put it in a pan. You can evaporate it itself. Just put the alcohol and let it sit out. But when you do that and then you forget about it and you come back and then you have to put that oil, that's a lot of work. That's manual labor. That sucks.
Right. Yeah. We don't do this for that. Yeah. We don't want that. That's why when you started telling me about that machine.
Do what?
Go ahead.
Oh, you were talking about the magical butter machine. So
yeah, but no, go ahead. Go ahead.
How many different types of products are you currently making that are available?
Like this last event, I had my gummies. I had the FECO gummies. I had the nerd ropes, and then I have the HHC nerd ropes. And then I had infused banana coffee cakes that were hitting at 63 milligrams of coffee cake. I had gluten-free brownies with peanut butter swirl with Heath bits that were hitting at 126. And when I tell you it's 126, that means cut this thing in pieces.
Yeah.
Can I stuff brownies into my asshole?
Well, they come out. They might as well go back in, right?
Right.
You know.
I don't know. I'm so jealous because I really want to try your stuff. I don't know.
Where you at?
I'm in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're in PA. I got lots of friends up there. I got a friend in Erie. I got a friend in Lancaster. I got friends there.
I'm in the Poconos. The beautiful.
I used to work for Auntie Anne's Pretzels, so I hung up.
I know them. I know Auntie Anne. Yeah,
I went to Auntie Anne's enology for a whole week and got to spend a week in Lancaster. That's when the highways, when the semis froze to the highways that year.
I remember that.
Yeah, and nobody knew how to drive in the snow but me.
That's how it was when I went to North Carolina.
You're from Florida, so what does that say?
Well, I'm originally from Oklahoma, so you
must have some snow experience somewhere because I went to North Carolina and lived there for 2 years, and boy, do they not know how to drive in the snow. My goodness, we got a 1/10 of an inch of snow on the ground. They closed school for a fucking week. People were off the road everywhere. My wife and I are just driving. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? There's cars going sideways, upside down. I'm like, they don't know how to drive here, man. This is just a freaking inch of snow, not even an inch.
I know. Isn't it ironic how that is? I was like, I looked at these girls and they're from New York. New York gets snow. How do you know? But I forget they don't drive in New York.
No, well, in the city they don't, but I'm from Long Island, and upstate New York is nothing but snow. You know? And Long Island used to get big snow back in the day. We'd get all those nor'easters. Whip, whip. Every time I turn around, there'd be a fucking nor'easter in Long Island every time.
Now the killer is the Colorado low.
I don't know. Now I'm fucked by the damn lake effect. Lake effect snow hits me all the time over here in the Poconos, man. We get slammed. We have our own from the mountains, and then lake effect comes down and swirls.
I live in Florida for a reason.
Yeah.
There's no snow.
Mrs. Hippie's been talking
only hurricanes.
Yeah, I don't know if I can deal with the hurricane bullshit.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't be scared of no damn hurricanes. Okay, they are scary. Don't get me wrong. Ian rocked our house at 100. When it hit landfall, everybody's like, oh, you're good because it hit south of us and we're in Sarasota. But when you hit the wind macro right here at my house, we were still hitting at 96 miles an hour wind right here at my house. And you could hear things hitting the electrical poles, and it sounded like War of the Worlds. Bzzz, bzzz. It was fucking crazy.
I'll tell you, I lived through Hurricane Gloria on Long Island, and that was a beaut. That was a beaut. I remember being out I was a young child, probably it was 1986, if I remember. September 25th, 1986. Hurricane Gloria. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I think Garrett, check the date on that, please. We were out on the front lawn of my next door neighbor's house trying to tie and ratchet strap a tree up because it was going down on their house, and we saved it. We ratchet strapped across the street to another tree, and we were like
that's awesome.
Pulling the tree up. When we say we, I mean my dad and the next door neighbor. I kind of just stood there and laughed and said, what the hell's going on? Look how windy it is. It's so windy. But long story short, yeah, I lived through Hurricane Gloria. It wasn't, as a child, you're not really that scared of it because you really don't know. But as an adult, I lived here in the beautiful Poconos, 1985. September what?
85.
I knew it was 85, 86, somewhere around. Is that true?
85.
1985, Back to the Future come out in the movie theater.
Yeah. Well, we better run our last set of commercials and get ready to close up here because we're 10 to 2.
Well, I want to say thank you so very much for hanging with us, Carrie. It was great talking to you. You were very entertaining. We had a lot of fun.
It was my honor.
I look forward to talking to you more in the back on Discord because I got to talk about some butt stuff.
Hey. We're gonna boof it around here.
hey. We were talking about hot pockets this morning. Now butt stuff. It's going to be a great day. I want to thank everybody out there on Live 365 and tune in for staying around and hanging with us. I want to thank everybody over here in YouTube and on Facebook. Kerry, I want to thank you. Dr. High, go for it, dude.
Yeah, it was really great having you today. We appreciate your time, Carrie. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having
we'll have
me,
you
guys.
back again in the future, too. We'll have you back, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Hopefully no delays this time.
Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Forge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Forge today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
Are you in the Ellensville or Middletown, New York area? Revamp your space with Collins Paints Ltd. Ugly walls? Let Collins Paints Ltd add a splash of color to your world. Collins Painting is a veteran-owned and operated business. They can transform your space to whatever your heart desires. Say goodbye to the boring beige and hello to possibilities of bright and vibrant colors. The Collins Painting team are a group of skilled professional painters who will turn your vision into reality. Call Collins Painting Ltd today to get a fast and easy quote. Available Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them at 845-869-8176.
Hey, Mrs. Hippie, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Today I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook, but you can also find them on the top of the mountain in Dauphin, PA.
They are badass.
There we go.
Just keep dancing, Kerry. Pretend like it's not frozen.
Fake it till we make it.
Well, finally, that elevator ride's over.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody. That was, do we have our final? Is that our ending now?
No, we still got to run the ending, but we got 5 minutes to go.
Oh, all right. So, what do we want to talk about for 5 minutes?
That we're being good or being bad.
Don't open that door.
Butt stuff.
Don't open that door.
Butt stuff. I want to go back to butt stuff.
Yeah.
I want to know, really? You're telling me if I shoot a rice-sized grain of stuff into my butthole, I'm going to get high?
Yep.
Really high? Is it worth? I mean, am I going to have diarrhea?
I doubt it. Well, diarrhea for you is just a little bit of fluff anyway.
Well, diarrhea would be normal for me. If I could get that shit to solid up, that'd be good.
But seriously, hippie, do it. Try your belly button. Do your belly button first. Seriously.
All right, I will. I'm good.
Put some RSO in your belly button, and then put some like surgical tape or a Band-Aid, like a butterfly. Try to pinch your
Sweetie,
together.
Sweetie, my shit's like a Grand Canyon, man. It's going to take an hour to get down to the bottom of that shit.
For all our listeners, coming up next week, the hippie's going to do the 1 gram challenge in his belly button.
I'm doing the 1 gram belly button challenge.
That's right. Coming up. Don't miss it.
You want to
Stay
be
tuned
here
because we're not going to tell you when it's coming. You got to be here to see it.
Yeah, you're going to want to be here to see it. The 1 gram belly button challenge. I'm shooting a 1 gram of distillate into my belly button.
Yeah.
And we're going to get fucked up.
There you go. It's going to be
fucked up for
icky.
Am I going to be fucked up for days?
You're going to get high real fast.
Real fast, but I will come down eventually, right?
Oh, yeah.
Once it dries up, I mean, it's not all going to absorb at once if I put a full gram in there.
Just go get you some CBD. It'll lower it by 1%.
I have that whole bottle of CBD. Can I pour that into my belly and dilute it a little?
Yeah, but you're going to have to lay on your back so it sits in there like
For how many days do you think I got to lay? Like, I might have to do this on the weekend.
Yeah.
I could just see him going and getting one of them old 1960 douchebags. You could see when he
I got one of them. I don't have to. I used to buy storage lockers. I collect everything. I'm a hoarder.
That's funny.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just flushing it out, honey.
Wonderful ideas.
Just got to keep the enema tube attached.
We've been filled with wonderful ideas.
Now, there's an idea we can do with the water soluble. The hippie can use an enema bag, the water soluble THC, and make easily deliverable.
Oh my God, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah. That's why you brought me here.
One big blast.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Anal emulsification at its finest.
Anal emulsification?
Anal emulsification. That's it. It's the new thing. Hippie's going to come out with it. Yeah. I like
It's
it.
just going to slip right in and slip right out.
Slide right in and slide right out.
Yeah. An emulsification of THC and FECE.
Everybody get a little bit of their CBD in there. Too,
That'll add a whole new idea to FICO.
Oh my goodness, I love this. I am having so much fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you again so very much, Carrie. I can't wait to hang out with you on the Discord. You guys are only just seeing a little glimpse of Carrie. We've only just met. We've only been friends for a couple days now, like a day or two. She's going to be an amazing addition to the family back there. All the ladies that have just recently joined are an amazing addition. Quite artists. Everybody's quite an artist too. My goodness. Whole bunch of art freaks joining in with us back there, and I love it, man. They are such beautiful paintings they're doing back there. I can't believe it. And we've already had some great artists back there. Our friend Glitch and Haley and a couple others, and then the people that are doing the diamond art. So
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Everybody. Well, we're going to wrap it up. So just want to say thank you to all the people out there who spent their time with us today. We so appreciate our family out there, our community. You know, without you guys being here, there'd be no reason for us to be here. So
only these two would be laughing at
me. Thank you so much, Carrie, for your time today. It's been really informative. I've learned something new, and that is unusual.
That's unusual.
So I love it.
He claims to know everything. He claims to know everything.
You know, that's a beautiful thing.
That's
so,
2 days in a row you learned something new. I think you learned something new yesterday too, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it is now.
Me either.
What
That's
the hell?
not good.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the
Check
hell?
her out. What the hell? Art. What the hell? Art.com. I keep getting, I'm like, I want to make edibles. What the hell? Edibles.com. No, it's what the hell?
Art.com. Gary's Kitchen.
Harry's Kitchen. Check her out on all the platforms, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Check her out.
All right.
Private messenger if you want to talk to her.
Yeah. Send me a DM, guys.
Especially if you're in the United States.
Yes.
And Carrie, keep me posted on all those events in Florida for sure, because
I sure will. I'll
right.
post them all down there.
All right, Dr. High, you do.
And we'll see y'all every single day.
Absolutely. Peace. We're in trouble now. See, it's already 2:00.
Green, just hang with me, and in one day we'll smoke more than you've ever seen. It's colder when it's hot. You know we smoke lots of pot every single day. Every single day.